Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Extending the play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, better look out. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. an offense ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's got some... Continues to fight for yards. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Back to throw, it's Washington. They've got the screen set up. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Terrapins are on the move. Motion from the back. Give to the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's McLaurin. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got it in the middle. It's Manning. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush is on him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll try the right side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Number 17.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To throw, it's Hoover. A strike downfield. All out of space. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins.
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sets up the screen. Fights off a defender. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's James. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll toss it. Past the 40. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Howard. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's McLaurin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McConnell.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Washington. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense wants to bring the heat. Quick completion to the right. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
Looking for space. It's Humphrey. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And we're locked up here in the third. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the run, it's Humphrey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Pulls it in. It's Humphrey. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Webb. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense in press coverage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for room, it's Payne. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Howard. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Dropping back, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Trying to pound their way in.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Washington. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baker. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little far. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation.